incident took place in relation to this incident, angels coming down from sky. What can you tell us about it, Doctor?
Angels come down from the sky has been reported by both Muslim and non-Muslim. And I remember Al-Abbas, the Prophet's uncle, radiallahu anhu, he was not Muslim at that time. He was captured, and he said, I don't remember somebody capturing me from Muslim. I've seen a white person, white horse, and that person caught me. The angels took the shape of human, and they were ready to stand by. And it's mentioned in Surah Al-Anfal, about 1,000 angels has been supporting Muslim. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not leave them. And by the way, Al-Abbas was also captured, and he was released on the base of money. And the Prophet, although he was his uncle, and he could let him free for nothing, because this is his uncle, he said no.
Using nepotism, favoritism.
Nothing. He said, this is my uncle, and he is rich, he should pay money. The other one was his son-in-law, his daughter's husband, Zainab, I think his Zainab husband, and he was poor, and Zainab sent the Prophet ﷺ money, and including the money was a bracelet of her mother Khadija. So the Prophet ﷺ remembered the bracelet, and he cried. And he asked,
was it a necklace?
It was a necklace.
Yeah, it was a necklace. Yeah. Of his wife Khadija, and he remembered that, and he didn't let him free, and he took the necklace. He asked the permission of the companion. Would you let him free and return the necklace back to Zainab? And they agreed. But if they wouldn't agree, they wouldn't have let him free.
Who wouldn't with a great person like that? I mean, how many examples do we see today around us, or do we read about in history, where the leader is literally asking the peasant about the final decision-making and POW.
We're talking about the Prophet of Allah. He's like has so much perfection in his basic backgrounds. I want to just elaborate on one part where I think the tourism part. The commissioner of tourism in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, His Royal Highness Prince Sultan bin Salman bin Abdul Aziz, I think he's giving so much attention to tourism in the kingdom, and I think the area of Medina Nawara needs so much of this attention, and I think he has himself visited so much of these areas. I know that Badur is no picnic area. I mean, we don't come here and have a pizza and have some pop and leave. And I think you should come here and enjoy the phenomena where history was held here. Understand read some of the verses in the Quran. Go back to
side with Dr. Bahid. You were not happy about it when he was talking about in Al-Ula. I would side with him to have the sound and vision here. Okay. The sort of again.
Two against one this time.
I side with
Al-Qaeda, please.
It's not Al-Qaeda. Behind you here, the person who's speaking is ignorant as where the actual battle took place, and we don't need real actors in this day and age. It's recorded sounds, and we can see and live that spirituality, as you said. Where am I going to rejoice with my family if I come to Badr here and I don't even know where the area is?
And something else also, these shops out there, if they sell you the map of Badr, they make so much money. So I hope there was some documentary.
So you're about making this a commercial.
Famous. We are not worried about commercial. We're worried about people who come here, like Hajj, the pilgrim, or people who come to visit Medina and Mecca. They could come to Badr.
They would love to come to these areas of Mecca and Medina. And Badr is not a very well-known area to our children. We had to travel some time to come here.
I have to be honest with you, before I come to Badr, I thought it's very close to Medina.
Yeah, services are not
how much, what is the distance exactly between Medina and Badr and between Mecca and Badr?
To Medina is about 140 kilometers.
I know by hours, it's about 2 hours, an hour and a half.
Yeah, to Mecca you just subtract this from 450, so you get about 300 kilometers.
Let's get back to the services. We ate the fish today in a very nice place.
Why are you telling people what we ate? I didn't like it.
it was hungover. A lot of fish, charbroiled. And basically, see, the thing is, we sat down in a place. It was nice. It was decent. We had so many flies around. I hope that they should pay more attention in services, where people could come here. Where people could come here not just to fill their cars with gas and to eat fish in a very decent place where even flies were flying around you. I hope they could, put more attention in having something
I
more
agree with you,
cleaner.
Dr. Yasser. I wish that they can take it to the highest authority in the country, that Medina and the historic areas are needed for us, for our educations, for our education, for our kids, for the coming generation. Dr. Rahid just mentioned something that is very important. We're during the month of Hajj. We have almost 2 million people from all over the world come here. If you want to think about it as a moneymaker, think about it. If you want to think about it as an education, think about it. Religiously, I agree with you wholeheartedly, and I really hope that the people would.
And I think there's a commercial, the Commission of Tourism says, use Thursdays and Fridays for you to enjoy yourself. And I think there's
Since
something.
this is our official vacation on Thursday and Friday.
Our weekend.
After every service of Allah, many people ask me, how can we visit Al-Ula? Do we need a permission? I said no. You can just go there.
Other than the permission,
For
myself,
example, they wanted to after they saw
I came to Badur for like half a day, and then looking behind me, looking at the homes and the views, I want to sit down in a place where I can have some coffee, a decent place, and just to sit down and enjoy myself in a modernized platform. I'm talking about people coming.
Don't drink coffee or tea.
Yeah, your coffee after the show. Again, with the famous landmarks of the place, we're practically on the top of the battlefield, but we are having a view of the battlefield. I can probably see Al-Aqaba al-Dunya and Al-Aqaba al-Kubra. What are these landmarks?
Al-Aqaba, or you mean?
Al-Aqaba al-Dunya, this is like a mountain where the Battle of Badur actually.
Do you know where it's at?
Yes.
Just to elaborate on what you're just saying.
I guess it's
know where it's at?
Going behind us, I think there's
Al-Udwa, you mean?
Al-Udwa.
الدنيا. And I think, the sandiest area in exactly an hour back is where we should take a look at that. See, there's a mountainous area there. So there's one mountain there, and there's another one to the right side of that. See, the masjid that has 2 minarets there behind us is where the middle of Badr is.
The big mosque?
There's a big mosque there.
That's the mosque of Arish.
That's the mosque of Arish, exactly. See, there's a mountain left to it, and there's a mountain, a bigger peak on the right side. This area was sandiest. I mean, basically it was like a valley, and basically here where the army came, as from this side the Muslims came, and the Meccans came from the other side. So the Meccans came from that side, from the area behind us.
So at the area of
They marched
mosque
from
was the battle.
Yes, this is the battlefield actually. This is where actually the Shuhada, even in the area where the Shuhada, that's the closest.
Where are the martyrs area from here?
Well, I think you need to get
I think you told us
on the
earlier
helicopter,
today.
I think, for that.
I think that height is enough.
We'll take you on a helicopter next time.
No way.
No, but this goes back to your point. At this day and age, where everything is changing so fast, how would we know? How would our children know? Documentaries, at least, CDs, DVDs, call it whatever you want. And I'd say this also to our scholars. With all due respect, at this day and age, we have the education. We are highly educated to know that we will not kneel or bow or touch the graves and ask the people in the graves. You can educate us. Let me come with my family. Let me enjoy a full day here and go feeling something in my heart that, yes, kids, do you remember Badur? Yeah, it had fish and flies.
Well,
Fish and flies. I don't say fish and flies.
Don't touch fish and chips.
Fish and chips?
No.
Okay, that's
Don't
what
go there. Don't go there.
Well, actually, Badr has a very unique thing. People of Badr, I have to say that's probably near the end of the program.
it's we have only 2 minutes, so if
I
we
have to
can
say
wrap
this
up
because this is so important, as important as the whole 1.5 hour we have. These people of Badr are so unique, and they get a sample of forgiveness or what,
They're
for
very hospitable.
anything.
Very hospitable.
Yes, for anything they do. These 314 people, 13 people take out of them 14, so it's 299 people were respected through all their life, and they would call them Badrians because they attend Badr. And the Prophet ﷺ said in many events about something, when they do something wrong, they said, اعملوا ما شئتم لعل الله قد اطلع على أهل بدر فقال اعملوا ما شئتم فإن ترى فضلا. Maybe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala look at their hearts, these Bedouins, and they say, do whatever you like, I will really forgive you of that important event.
That shows why their blood wasn't in vain.
It wasn't.
And this shows also the importance of our today's episode, the importance of the Battle of Badr, and the importance as well, Dr. Ahmed, of the place itself to be taken care of. Well, dear viewers, ladies and gentlemen, by this we wrap up, as Dr. Ahmed will say, we wrap up the show of Spotlight for this weekend.
Don't forget about
Join us, inshallah, in the upcoming weekends. As for your feedback or questions, you can send us an email on spotlight_stv2@hotmail.com. That's again spotlight_stv2@hotmail.com. Well, see you inshallah next time. Take care. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.